Last week, we crossed the border into Temperance, Michigan, profiling one of the top grapplers in the country. This week, we float over the Maumee River to Rossford, where wrestling is a family affair. It is time to go inside the center circle with BCSN's Brandon Carnes.
For any wrestler, some of the best memories on the mat come from the family bond made with teammates and coaches. But here at Rossford, one of those relationships started long before any wrestling match.
You got to keep his leg.
Ty Usar never has to question whether his dad will be at his wrestling meets, because he's at every practice as well. And for head coach Randy Usar, that means he has a couple of pretty important jobs to balance.
Well, you got to find other stuff to do, and whether it be going to a movie or, Ty enjoys his video games. I'm not big on video games, but sometimes I got to go sit down, play some video games. And my wife reminds me a lot to not talk about wrestling all the time.
And staying focused on wrestling has gone pretty well for Ty as a senior. He's 21-9 this season and ranked 15th in the state at 160 pounds.
I try to wrestle everyone like I'm wrestling a state champ. So that's kind of how I think about when I go out on the mat, so I wrestle good.
He's very strong, spent a lot of time in the weight room. He's real heavy on top. He got a real nasty tight waist. Plus he never quits. He gets tired, but you'll never see him just give up. He's always going after it.
And Ty benefits from a great practice partner in fellow senior Austin Ike, number 10 in the state at 145 pounds.
Wrist, you guys broke contact.
It's really about the drill partner, and if you don't have a good drill partner, you're really not going to be a good wrestler on the mat. Ty's great because he overweighs me and he overpowers me, so I have to wrestle smart, and to my advantage, I have to wrestle smart and fast.
Your partner has probably the biggest impact on your wrestling besides yourself. So Austin's fast, so that's really nice because I get to wrestle a good kid who's fast and knows what he's doing, which helps me a lot.
15 seconds, work the turn.
After coming up just shy of a state tournament berth last season, Columbus is the goal for his senior campaign. And for Dad, it's an emotional thought.
Even if he doesn't make it, I won't be sad. I won't be brokenhearted because what he's taken out of wrestling means more than him making it to state. But I want to see him go. I want to see him make it. I think he's got a pretty good shot, but I'd probably have to hide. I don't know if I'd be able to even watch it without. I'm sure there'd be plenty of pictures, and it'd be ugly. There'd be a lot of tears.
State tournament or not, both Ty and his father have made memories over the last 4 years that neither will forget. For BCSN, I'm Brandon Carnes.
All right, thanks, Brandon. You caught a glimpse of Austin Ike talking about the success of his teammate in that story, but he's also accomplished quite a bit in his time as a Bulldog. Just last week, Austin became Rossford's career wins leader. This pin against Elmwood put him at 149 victories, which he extended 150 over the weekend as he looks for his second trip to Columbus. And for Austin, it proved to be a milestone he thought he had already achieved.
Well, it was funny because at the end of the first period, he actually called the pin, but it was too late. So I got up, took my headgear off, looked at my coach, and he's like, "Put your headgear back on, you're still wrestling." I looked, and I was really confused. I didn't know what was going on. And then I pinned him finally in the second period, and it was just kind of eye-dropping, or jaw-dropping, and eye-opening because everybody in the stands just started clapping, and they announced it, and gave my coaches a hug because it's a proud moment.